Live. 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 I think we're live. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. And I'm going to try something new for 2020. Happy New Year, y'all. Jumping on live. First time in a minute. Only because, life and celebration therein. So I'm on live and I got a Discord server that I've set up, and let's see what else. Eventually, look, here's the truth. I'm focusing on this thing right now because I'd love to interact and get some call-ins and so on and so forth. So your boy is really gonna start focusing on it. I haven't been. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've just been kind of lightly saying, yeah, I want it, but how much I really want it. I would love to have somebody I could just hire and say, hey, yo, come on over here and really set this shit up. But at the end of the day, that's not gonna happen. So I gotta do it myself, and it's all good. So give me a second, real quick, while we load up and have a real series of hot discussion and conversation because it's 2020, y'all. We're gonna make it happen. Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna put you guys down for a second. Damn, I hate this. I don't have my shit. Close the door, no interview. What's up, YouTube? It is your boy, and it is 2020. I was just looking for my little thing that holds my phone stable. You know what I'm realizing about this live chatting and live streaming and all that stuff? It's awesome. It's awesome. I admire the people that I follow and the folks that do it. They have this thing down seamlessly. But me, your boy, it is a challenge, but it's all good. I'm actually enjoying it because, I'm not like stupid, so I can figure it out. It's just a matter of if I'm willing to do so. So tonight we're gonna sit down and we're gonna really talk about some real shit. Real talk, because I've had a lot of shit on my mind since we all last got together. You feel me? And Oh, hold on. I know I got to turn on the live chats. Hold on. I bet I got a couple of chats. Live chats is on. Ain't nobody chatting. Okay. All good. So, anyways, it's been a minute since we all jumped on and hollered. And so I didn't want to let 2020 come in and out without, hollering at my folks. Because that's really who you guys are for real, is my folks. I enjoy every time that I'm able to jump on and be fed by you guys. And I appreciate that. But got a lot of subjects to discuss. I actually wrote them down. I'm like, yo, these are some things I really want to discuss and get off my chest and get an idea about and perspectives about. And it's just time. You feel me? It's literally time. So shouts out to the few folks that's in the room, and I don't give a damn about that shit. Who's in, who's not. I really am not seeking it for the numbers. This is gonna be only a few of us, like my nigga, my homeboy, Kev in the house. What's up, Kev? The OG God. What's going on, man? I see you up in here. Real talk. It's good to see you, brother. Man, so here it is. 2020, yes, sir. I appreciate you, brother. Really, really, for real, man. We've been riding for a minute together, and I appreciate you jumping on every time I jump on. All right. So 2020, man. Damn, it's crazy when you think about it. Like, it literally is. Not that, listen, time is a man-made construct. I understand that. It is. It's a man-made construct. You feel me? And it's like this. It's like it's really made to kind of get us kind of in order. You know what I'm saying? It really is made to get us in order. Previous to time being constructed in the manner that it is, we relied on, the celestial bodies. We relied on the sun telling us what time it is. We knew that during the winter solstice, the sun was going to set a little bit sooner, and then at, me, as the same, you guys are probably the same way as me. Somebody can ask me, yo, what time is it? And I don't have to look at my clock or my phone. I can say, yo, it's about 3:30, 3:40, based on where the sun is, right? That's the study of the sun. I'm minimizing it to the umpteenth degree, real talk, but it is the study of the sun. I know that at the point where the sun's about right here, it's about 3:30, and then when it's about right there, it's about 4:40. I know when it's about to set during the winter solstice, it's about 5:30, 5:45, and my day kind of goes by that. So, again, time is a man-made construct. And if we were really in tune with, the creation, the creator, then, we wouldn't be worried about that. And to be honest with you, we can talk about money and time as a subject because it's real. It's real. And we're going to talk about that as a subject because I'm going to just flow tonight. Tonight is a night where I get some shit off my chest and I divulge to my people. It's a small group of folks that's, rolling, like divulge some shit that I believe is happening, and then also, talk about some more personal shit. Because I love getting personal. Like, when I get personal, I feel like it stretches me, number one. Stretches me. So, so one of the things I'm going to talk about, oh, shit. Oh, man. So one of the things I'm going to talk about real quick is, it's off subject from like seeking truth. It's really off subject, but online dating, Tinder, Hinge, Plenty of Fish, Bumble, and all that shit. I tried that shit. For a week. I logged on. I created an account on Monday. And I ended it on Monday. I tried that shit. I want to tell you about my opinion on that. Believe me, it don't take me long to form an opinion. I got my opinion on that, okay? And that's later in the show. I also want some feedback from my brothers and my sisters who have tried some some online dating. And, if you can give me some positives and maybe some negatives. I like to look at positives. But at the same time, when it comes down to this shit, there's a lot of negatives. Real talk. The other thing I want to talk about is what the year 2020 means, and in fact, what it might be representing. If you guys know this, most often because I'm just kind of not really a social person as it relates to this thing. As that's why I'm behind the camera, not really tripping on being in front of the camera. You guys might notice that I might just post a video that I saw that is significant enough or that strikes a vibrational chord. I might be like, yo, watch this one, right? It's your boy. I'll do that. And I don't know if you guys get those or not, but there's a couple of cats that are talking about, what they have learned and what they're expecting to happen in 2020. I like to discuss that tonight. Okay. Uh, Bear with me. It is the first. I'm having a cigar. Bear with me. I'm going to enjoy it. Don't be mad. I ain't mad at you. Don't be mad at me. But that means there's going to be some patience tonight because I'm not going to rush into this shit. I've done watched this enough. Motherfuckers take their time. I'm going to take my time. Another subject that's always on discussion up here tonight is the nature of our Earth, and I want to go deeper than actually sharing with you guys exactly why it is not a whirling, twirling, and spinning ball, but more importantly, like what are the significant ramifications of it? Like there are some significant ramifications of it, and I don't know if you typically have looked at it, if you've actually considered what those ramifications might be, but we want to talk about that tonight. I'm not writing these things down. I wrote some down, but I'm not writing this down right now. I'm just going off. It's over there in the living room. I don't want to go get it. I'm being lazy, right? And then lastly, we just do a recap and talk about for real, what does it mean and why are we pursuing truth? Why does it seem like everybody right now is in the pursuit of truth? Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe most motherfuckers ain't really pursuing truth. They just walking through life doing their thing. Feel me? Maybe that's just really what's going on. I don't know. I myself, because I'm always seeking truth, I believe that everyone else is seeking truth. So let's talk about that. And then narcissism. That word is being tossed around a lot right now, narcissism. Because low-key, I might be a narcissist, yo. I just might be a narcissist. Kev, you might be a narcissist too. Just the fact that you call yourself as the God, you might be a narcissist too, homeboy. So we're going to talk about that if that's cool with y'all. Give me, I decided to go live on time at 6:30, like I said, but give me, please, 2 minutes before you skip out before we get into this discussion. Is that cool? All right, peace. Enjoy for a second. Mm. All right, I got my hot tea. It's actually a hot toddy. I got the best recipe for a hot toddy. I'm not sick. I rarely actually get sick. And I'm learning one of the things about moving forward in life. Okay, for those that don't know, I'm recap. Because honestly, there's a lot of folks that are, because just based on the nature of the beast, right? There's a lot of folks that's coming in and that don't know me. That never took the time to listen to the previous videos, don't know where I come from, right? But as you guys know, I'm going through a process. And part of my process is a cleansing process. It means that I need to rediscover who I am. Who I am changes daily. Thank goodness. I don't want it to be the same. I don't want to be in a stagnant position in any way, shape, or form. Real talk. Who I am changes daily. I am not what I do. People say, "What do you do?" That's the first sign that I'm not into you. Why is that? Because my work does not define me. What I do does not define me. I am who I am, and it changes daily, and I'm okay with that. But one of the key components of being able to fulfill my life, and if I want to be involved with someone else, as we jump into dating online. That's a hot enough subject for me. It's in recent memory. One of the keys about that is understanding who I am before I can go and get involved with someone else, right? So I'm in full understanding of who I am. So I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. So you guys know this, maybe you don't. I'll fill you in. I was married for a long ass time, over 16 plus years, almost 17, damn near 20, with the girl for 20 years. Feel me? And never really messed around. I didn't do none of that shit. I'm a good dude, just as you hear. Yeah, I cuss and yeah, I get mad and yeah, I don't like liars, so whatever. But for the most part, I'm a good dude. I'm probably just like you. I'm not cheating. I'm not slapping her. I'm not calling her out her name and so on and so forth. But the shit ended, right? But the whole time while I'm, married and going through my thing, I got a lot of homeboys, two or three, plus a couple of nephews, well, one nephew in particular. And each one of them are dating online and they're having major success. I'm going to say success, but not really, I guess, if they're looking for a particular thing. In fact, most of them would say, "Man, I'm online." This is while I was married. "Man, I'm online. However, I would love to be able to find myself, connect. I would really like a real connection." And they would straight up tell me, "Man, like what you got." Right? That's what I'm saying. It's so deceiving. And I'd be like, "Yeah, I feel you. I feel you." Because really, I feel like I had something special. However, it wasn't perfect. And because I'm not perfect, and nor is she, but I would be like, "All right, I hear you, man." Meanwhile, they're telling me about how they swipe left and swipe right and got this one and got that one. I'm like, wow, man, it's so, wow, it's amazing to me. That shit was amazing. I'm like, dude, that's incredible, right? And that went on for a few years, maybe 5 to 10. I don't know, maybe not 10, but like 5 years. Me envious of their ability to swipe left, swipe right, and maybe connect with someone, emotionally, physically, and maybe potentially spiritually. That was amazing to me. I literally was jealous. Yeah, I got my girl, and we doing our thing, and we moving forward and making shit happen. But at the end of the day, low key, I was a little bit jealous. Like, damn, dude, all you gotta do is swipe right, and if it's a match, that's good. And I seen dates come through. We do our little thing, and I see them bring this one and that one, and maybe one is a little chunkier, one's maybe a little smaller, maybe one's eye candy, one's crazy, one money hungry, one is pretentious, one is this, and but nonetheless, they were getting a variety of options. It was nice. It was very, very, very appealing. But I told myself, I said, man, I myself personally, because I don't want no one to see my picture on the online dating site and be like, yo, that's, you know, oh, dude, that's brother such and such, or that's homeboy, right? I never wanted that. So I was like, yo, I don't even see how y'all do it, but I can appreciate it, right? Anybody out there online? Done it? Been online? Don't feel me yet? No problem. We'll get there. So it's been a couple years now through my separation and divorce, and I'm not ready. I'm certainly not ready. But I figured, let me just at least, because I got a couple court dates coming up and so on and so forth. I'm like, let me just at least set up a profile. Fuck it. Let me set up a profile. You feel me? Let me take a little picture. Oh my God, we're gonna talk about online for a minute. Not a lot, but a minute. But let me set me up a little picture. Let me write up my shit. I wrote up my shit. I made it seem as real and good as possible while staying real. No, real talk. I made it feel as good as I mean, it was good. I'm good with words. So it was easy for me to encapsulate the spirit of who I am and present it in a way that's appealing to you as a female and then think that okay, it's gonna be enough to draw in, that super conscious female that is like down to, change the world with a voice. Feel me? That's what my shit was. I'm not gonna tell you what I wrote up, but I'm gonna tell you that that's what it encapsulated. It was good. I'm like, this is good. This is good. I'm like, this is good. This is a stick I just got for the New Year's. I didn't even get to smoke it last night. Sure didn't. I didn't. Let me see. But I got it right now, and I'm gonna enjoy this while we chat. Let me see. I see my boy just came in the house. That's Wesley Graves. That's my. What's up, dude? I see you. I see you. Um, so I created a great profile. Put pictures up. I didn't have no whitewater rafting pictures. I didn't have no picture of me holding a little, ratty ass mouse of a fucking dog. I didn't have that. I didn't have motherfucking me surfing and shit or hiking. I didn't have none of that shit. Cause who gonna take those pictures? Like real talk, who in the fuck is gonna take those pictures? I didn't, right? But I presented some pretty cool shit. Some pretty cool shit. And I put together my profile, put it out there, right? And one of the things that happened was I got a few responses. I got a few responses. And I responded to some folks, right? Look, I tell you, I did it for a week. I just last night took my shit down. I'm done with it. It's some bullshit. Um, enjoy my stick. Hold on, I see somebody made a point. He says, "Get though." He said, "But the moral of the story is, nigga, slow down." Slow down, homeboy. Motherfuckers don't ever see. I could tell a nigga like that get though. Get though want to get right to it. See, that's what the motherfuckers online do. That's where they fail. Niggas want to get right, dude, right to it. That's why they fail, my dude. And I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You see, you don't know me. You new to the chat, get though. But it's all good, brother. I got love for you. I ain't mad at you. Get though, I might not have a motherfucking moral to the story. If you want me to put one, I'm not that new. That's right, my nigga. It's all good. Hey, so, anyways, I made a connection with two or three women. And after discussing some, via text, because that's all they want to do is text, right? After discussing a few, what I thought were pertinent topics. Here's the moral, bro. Maybe you got somebody. Maybe you got somebody, homie that says something. But I'm talking about the process. See, here's why I'm talking about this. Okay, fuck it. Let's get to tomorrow. Here's why I'm talking about this. As a dude that is seeking truth, whose life is dedicated. My whole life right now is dedicated to seeking truth. I truly believe we don't have a lot of time to waste. There's a reason why there's an elevated mindset and spirit that's building upon us. Like literally right now, I don't know if you feel it inside of you or if you don't or not, whatever, but I'm not tripping. But look, there's an elevated mindset that's building right now. Okay. And so the truth of it is that as I'm exploring, like looking into possibly who my mate is going to be or what I might end up getting down with or whatever, man, my nigga, just as, even as friends, I want to make sure that these people around me are of the same mindset. And that shit is hard to find. Okay, so if you want to know more, I'm gonna tell you that most of the motherfuckers out there are zombies. They're not even aware of what's really, really, really going on right now. But I understand this. I use the word, and you guys all do too. It's called the zombie apocalypse. And if you look up the word apocalypse, it's a trip. We make apocalypse seem like it is what is of the okay. Listen, we make apocalypse seem like it's like that Hollywood movie where you know it's a zombie. Watch this. Look at my hand. It's a zombie. He walk around, gonna just grab somebody. This and that. I'm a zombie. I'm a zombie. Look at my hand. I got zombie hands out. Zombie. Look, look. But here's the truth. Apocalypse means to enlighten. If you look it up, it means to like like to ascend. It really, literally, man. They turned it into a negative. I wish someone could just look it up for me. I can't look. I'm online. But if you look up the word apocalypse, it's not as negative as they seem. Make it seem. It is literally a positive scenario. It's where you're able to literally open up your mind, wake up. It's a wake up. It's a wake up, okay? So we talk about a zombie apocalypse. And it's literally, hold on. It's literally happening. It's literally happening. I'm on the road a lot. I see a lot of people. I meet a lot of people throughout my day. And I gauge a lot of my questions. My questions are, spiritual questions, right? There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that are just asleep, that just do not get it. I mean, they literally, like my man Get Dove said, he said, they are asleep. They don't want to wake up. And that shit to me is crazy as fuck. Real talk. Like, when I say, like, okay, damn, there's so much craziness that only, I mean, like, you really gotta be a real ass zombie not to see this shit, not to wake the fuck up. And that shit pisses me off. There ain't no way. There ain't no way that I got some friends. Fuck it, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say I can't be friends with motherfucker. I got some friends that's zombies like a motherfucker. And then the one or two that gives a little bit of hope or life, I might be like, yo, man, we might step aside real quick and just holler about something. And then they end up not being really awoke. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I don't care, man. To me, it's affirmation. To me, it's affirmation because you guys know me. Listen, I am not certainly not into religion. I am not, but I do believe that there are some real words that are being pushed, not pushed, but presented to us in the book, right? The good book, right? There are lots of truths in the good book, the Bible. And the Bible says that only motherfuckers that know the truth is gonna be able to walk through the eye of a needle. It did. It said that shit. Look it up. Type it in Google. Motherfuckers that know truth is gonna walk through the eye of a needle. It's gonna point you to that scripture. Okay? And I'm telling you, it ain't a lot of us, man. It ain't a lot of us. And that part right there is crazy. Because I can present people all day with facts and truths. Anybody else smoking on anything out there? I can present people all day with facts and truths. I can blow their mind with facts and truths. I should have did this shit last night. They was firing fireworks so much over here. Anyway, I can blow people's mind with facts or truth. But it's amazing the number of folks that cannot open their eyes. I like to go back to chat and see what my folks in chat said, because I love reading. It says, Kev, the guy said, ride. Kev hit me up. He was like, man, I just need to holler, brother, because I got so many folks that I'm talking to that don't get it. It's good to talk with a brother that do, and I appreciate that, Kev. Let me see who else. I think, okay. Wesley said mind control. Absolutely. It starts from the indoctrination system, and Wesley also said he liked to take naps. Yeah, okay. Get those been down from day one. Hey, so he said he was following since I was on that Nipsey shit. I'm still on that Nipsey shit. That shit don't cross my mind. I go down Crenshaw and Slauson all the goddamn time. Every time I'm there, I look at the corner, and now it's just nothing. The marathon ain't continuing. That shit is done. The other night, fuck, I wish I had a fucking live camera and mic on me at all times. The other night we was here watching the fight last Saturday, right? And real talk with some G's, nigga. I'm telling you, some real ass niggas that was right here. We do this all the time, right? And we watching the fight, right? And I'm not even talking about nothing. Just, I'm hosting, so I'm not even really trying to, I'm not gonna talk to my homeboys about this shit. I can't. They don't know. They just not there. Anyways, one of the niggas said, because a little commercial flash or whatever, and he said, man, on that Nipsey shit, he said, I didn't even know who that nigga was until the damn funeral. And I said, damn, I wish I would have captured that on video, because that's the fucking truth. Most cats that wasn't 22, 24, what have you, he wasn't doing impact like that. The reason why you can see the fact that he wasn't doing impact like that is because where's the reverberation of it? Where is it like continuing? When motherfuckers is doing impact like that, that shit continues. It sustains for a period of time. There was no substance to that shit. It was all fabricated. Okay? It was all fabricated. I don't care what people say. If you want to look at the videos, you can look at it yourself. Use your mind. And I'm smart enough to know I'm not no dumbass. I already know how the shit go down. I know how the people work. I know how they work. I hate to say it like that, but I know how they work. These motherfuckers been lying this whole time to me. So you can continue to lie right now. You use my own to make the lie. I don't care. Nigga, I already know. Y'all lying again. I don't care. The marathon ain't continuing. Fuck it, I'ma say it. The marathon ain't motherfucking continuing. Where's it at? He said, what are you saying exactly? I'm saying that shit was a false flag, nigga. It was a lie. It wasn't what they said it was. The motherfucker didn't get shot. It was a lie. Shit. The motherfucker, look, Here's what happened. Yeah, the artist formerly known as in Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, that motherfucker is off the scene, but the motherfucker Hermes or whatever. Yeah, please, come on, nigga, with a H, nigga. Come on now, let's just be smart about that shit. One of the things that's interesting is when I talk about this flat Earth shit, people, I make comments. I'm hard on the comments. I'm bad on the man. I'm the man on the comments. I will come up in there and I will destroy a motherfucker with truth. I'll destroy them. And then inevitably what they do is they go to my channel and then they sort by the most views and they say Nipsey Hussle. And then they do a little quick Google search and they realize, oh, died and such and such. And then they come back with responses. Oh, he's dead. Okay, whatever. Nigga, I'm not worried about you. You ain't gonna change my mind on what I know. I already know what I know. I don't have to revisit it. I don't have to look at it. It's something that's behind the wheel. It didn't fuck me up. I think they literally put that shit out there to, change the emotions of folks. You feel me? Like to, I call it loosh. If you want to look it up, they still the loosh, the energies, the vibrations. We are vibrations. We're vibrations. My fucking voice coming across to your phone is a vibration. That's the reason you can even hear it, is because I have the vocal cords that can project something that is in a tone manner that you're hearing the differences of words. You know what I'm saying? And so, we're vibrations. I'm not no dumbass. I'm not no dumbass. I'm gonna stop like that. I'm not no dumbass. I ain't gonna lie though. Last time I went to that shop, the joint, I don't care. I'm gonna say it. I was at the donut shop across the street, and I was getting ready to go to work. So I said, "Fuck it, let me get me some coffee." I went and got some coffee, and this dude hit me up, and he was like, "Yo, I got these," and I was like, "Oh shit, 2020 registration tags." How much? He had two of them. He was like, "Nigga, give me 40." I was like, 40. All right, give me 25. I wasn't even trying to negotiate. He negotiated that shit. I said, give it to me. I said, give it to me. Shit. I'm stupid. I am stupid. I will tell the truth. So I got two of my cars registered for $40. I just got to drive cautiously. Am I the only one that's gully? Or other cats get down like that too? Y'all don't let me. That's why I can't put my camera and my face in the camera. Eventually I will. Eventually I will. I want to. I want to. And when I do, it's gonna be a monetized station. Because if you guys are gonna talk shit, no, do all that shit, and then motherfucker, I might as well get paid for it. Feel me? I wanted to talk about my boy Martin Kinney. So if you guys don't know, man, let's not talk about Martin Kinney right now. I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about my boy, couple cats. But I'm just going to change the subject. Forget talking about the cats that present it in a way that I appreciate, that I think you can too. Let's not talk about that. Let's just talk about Hebrew cosmology. Okay? Hebrew cosmology. I like to call it Hebrew cosmology. Oh, hold on. Remember, pin that. Hebrew cosmology. Guys, listen. There is a link on my on this stream right here. It's a Discord link, and I'm fine tuning this. On that Discord link, you can, if you have downloaded the Discord app, you can click on that link. This is not happening right now. I'm gonna tell you that I thought I had it set up. It ain't. But you'll be able to click on that link, and then you're gonna be able to jump into discussion, and there will be up to 10 of us having some real talk. Now, I would love for us brothers to be in command of that. Really, for real. I want it to be us. I want it to be us brothers, real talk. And when I say us brothers, I'm not talking about just, you know, the NI, brothers. I mean truth brothers, really. And of course, if it's, us brothers, that's even better. Fuck it. But I don't want to be discriminatory. There are our brothers that understand the truth of what is happening, what has happened to us, where we're at, and they understand why we're the ones that's being abused and taken advantage of and mistreated for so damn long, 400 years. They understand the gravity of it. They understand. I use that word loosely, but they understand the depths and the reason why niggas is the ones that's being abused. And matter of fact, to the extent that they want to be down, they want to be down. If I'm out of bounds for saying that, I'm gonna say it. I don't care. I said it. They want to be down. Feel me? So to those cats, be down. There's a reason why internally you want to be down. We down. We are all. They say, oh, the bloodline don't matter now. I know they say that because of all the mixing. I understand that. I understand that. But there's a saying that goes that 1 ounce, 1% of black makes you black. Okay, and so you may not know your ancestral lineage, but I imagine if you really knew the truth, you'd probably understand some deeper understand knowledge of who you are. Okay, that's the extent of what I'm saying. Where I get that from, I'm a pin. I'm gonna say that I got a lot of that understanding from content over reality. No, content of everything. I'm sorry, content of everything. You can look that up, and then more importantly, I get a lot of that knowledge from my boy Dave, allegedly Dave Murphy. Man, my man has the time, energy, intellect, and ability to research shit to the depths that I'm not able to, and he's able to present it in a way that brings clarity to who I am and what I'm doing. Okay, so I have a small purpose on this process, and even if there's a small group, you guys know me. I'm not tripping on who's online. I love the fact there's always a small group. I love it. But even though there's a small group, believe me, it's a magnificent. It's a major impact because it's vibrational. You cannot. Vibrational is not numbers. My energy and my vibrations is worth about 20 niggas, maybe 40 if they're zombies. You feel me? And so I know the same way with the cats in the room. Your energy and your vibrational level is huge, huge. Talk about vibrations. Drywall can't contain vibrations. That's why you gotta look who your neighbor is, who your roommate is. I'm sorry, man. I don't want to talk about that shit. But real talk, you cannot contain vibrations through drywall. That's a whole nother subject. So I'm gonna take a two, use the restroom, pour myself another hot toddy, and I want to talk about when I get back. I want to talk about Hebrew cosmology, and I also want to talk about the Hebrew Israelites, if that's not too much. All right, hold 1 second. Give me two. It's your boy. Love y'all. Chat amongst yourselves. Shit. What's up, folks? So we're back on. Like I said, give me two. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Listen. So I want to have a real serious conversation, and I don't know who's in the room. I'm not tripping, right? But I want to talk to some folks that really want to, like, open their minds to some real shit, right? So I've been on this truth journey for a very, very long time. Okay, as we all have. I'm not trying to measure myself against anybody. Real talk. Everyone's been on this shit for a long time. It must be to be in the room with me. Real talk. Um, and I mean, I've studied it all. Anunnaki, mud floods, you know, fucking, you know, aliens, bullshit, all that shit, man. I've studied that shit all. Area 55, 51, whatever. 9/11, fucking recently, the Mandela and all that shit. And obviously Flat Earth. The Nipsey Hustle bullshit, right? Fuck it. Tupac. I really believe that motherfucker is I killed the MC. I killed the MC. I killed the MC. I really believe that motherfucker is I killed the MC. I do. And I think he hates the fuck that he's a kill the MC because motherfuckers ain't following him like that because he's not that gangster, ruthless nigga that we all loved. You feel me? And so, that said, I'm pretty versed. And several years ago, in particular, when I left the church, it wasn't even based on my searches, man. It was not based on my fucking searches. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Maybe it was based on my energy, because that's what that 5G do is it has an ability to capture your vibrational energies. So maybe that's what it was based on. But one thing that I did was what happened was something started popping up on my shit, and it was we are the real Hebrew Israelites, right? We're the real Hebrew Israelites. We're the real Hebrew Israelites. We are the real Hebrew. I started watching that, but there were some things that really affected me with it. Number one, I didn't really like their get down. I didn't like their garb. I didn't like the tassels. I didn't like the fact that they were that there was one dude that was give me this verse, and then there was another dude that would just read out the verse all loud, and it was all militant and everything like that. I didn't like it. Wasn't to me as organic as I wanted it to be, and so it literally turned me off. I just was like, okay, even if you have some credible shit, I'm not gonna listen to it because I don't like the delivery. That's where I was. That's where I was, and I still am. Still am. Still am. I think you can deliver a message without, you know, organically. Okay. So I looked at the facts. I did. I looked at the facts. I looked at the Bible. I looked at the verses. I looked at the scriptures. I looked at, the Old Testament, the Book of Remembrance, versus the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the Law of Abraham versus the dispensation of Christ. I said I can say Christ. Christ means God. I'm not gonna say the other name. So the law of Abraham versus the dispensation of Christ, right? I looked at all that, man. I dissected it. I worked for the church. I was the right hand man to the pastor. Me, yes, this nigga, the one that's drinking and smoking right now. You know that one, the one that falls short every time, the one that is divorcing. You know what I'm saying? The one that is not right. You feel me? I'm that cat. And I looked at all that stuff. And when I started looking at what they was doing, I'm like, damn, that shit is really deep, and this shit might be real, but damn, nigga, do you have to really come so hard? And do we have to stand on the corner wearing purple and gold? And do we have to do all this? Do we? Turned me off for it. It turned me off for a few years. until I had to go and walk through a journey. I had to walk through a journey. I had to walk through a journey, and then the reintroduction happened maybe about a year ago, maybe about 6 months ago. The reintroduction, right? And the reintroduction came by not just dudes standing on a corner yelling scripture and saying, "Yeah, this is us," but it came by way of like some intellects. There's something about a brother that's speaking the Queen's English. I don't know what it is, but it seems like it. I guess as an intellect, it resonates a little bit more with me. It does. To the extent like I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna compete with trying to, outdo that. I'll point them to you, but I'm not really trying to outdo that. But so I say all that to say this. Here's my shit. There's the dude named allegedly Dave. I know. There's motherfuckers that's gonna tear Dave up for various things, which I'll be happy to discuss and attest to. But there's a dude named allegedly Dave from the UK that went into an in-depth study of the Bible, and he tied it together beautifully to the extent that I was able to spend not just a few hours. I'm talking about a few weeks. Fuck it. I haven't been real active on this thing right now because I'm like this. I'm I'm like this. I'm spending a few weeks researching some shit. Okay? And cross-referencing and looking at my concordance and seeing what the interpretation is. And I'm looking at the verbiage and I'm looking at the scripture. And I'm saying, well, where does this new point to the old? You feel me? And I recall all of the, Sunday school lessons and all of the shit that they did and told us and indoctrinated us to believe, man. And I looked at that shit, I'm like, fuck. That shit is fucked. I've been believing some shit that maybe I had to look into first. Maybe I should. I wish they would have said, man, don't make a decision on any of your religious beliefs until you of age, like how they do you with liquor and alcohol, or smoking or anything else. They say, yeah, you can't do this until you're of age. Maybe they should have said, man, you can't believe the shape of the earth until you're of age, or you can't believe religious beliefs until you're of age. If they, the fact that I grew up in I stopped. I grew up in a 1,300 square foot home on the corner, and with grandparents who taught me everything they know. And they did it in such a way that made me believe that everything that they taught me was right, had to be right. So, in essence, that 1,300 square foot home formed my beliefs, and versus a world that obviously goes beyond that 1,300 square foot home. Now, the old me in that day could not understand the significance of what that 1,300 square foot home represented and misrepresented. You feel me? It in essence, it shaped and formed who I am. Okay? Now, can I say without a doubt, if I'm gonna be real with you, can I say without a doubt that everything that I learned in my 1,300 square foot home is absolutely, unequivocally correct and nothing and cannot be challenged? Dogmatic. Can I be dogmatic about my 1,300 square foot home? Okay. Take it deeper. Can you be dogmatic about your, maybe you grew up in a 2,000 square foot home. Maybe you grew up in an 800 square foot home. I don't give a damn. The four walls that you was raised in, can you listen, this is a sharpening question. Can you absolutely say without a shadow of a doubt that everything you learned in that home was absolutely 100% accurate? This is a sharpening question. This is real. We got to be real. We got to be real. Can you say that? Hmm? Can you? No, you can't. And if you can, then I would say, then you probably ain't even really engaged in this truth conversation right now. You know what I'm saying? You really just here for entertainment, which I'm not about entertainment. Sometimes my shit is entertaining, but I'm not here to entertain nobody, really, for real. I'm really here. Every minute is there's a purpose in my life. Every minute. I got this thing that I read to myself every night and every morning. But at the end of the day, not at the end of the day, but part of that mantra, if you will, is that I cannot judge the evolution of others. I cannot change the evolution of others myself. Now, maybe I can present some information that might help open up the minds of the evolution of others, which I hope that I do, which is the purpose of my channel. However, I cannot change the evolution of others. I can't. But there's an interesting thing that's going on. Hmm. You guys don't see my flow, but watch this. There's an interesting thing that's going on in the flat Earth truth movement, and I hope that there's people here that didn't really look at flat Earth until maybe I presented it to them. That's my ego looking to be stroked. But I hope there's a few that looked at it after I you know with vigor started addressing the subject. However, I can say this: the flat Earth movement, while there's great progress, there is some huge hurdles that are going to have to be addressed, and it's not going to be addressed just based on the shape of the earth. The fact that you guys see that line, see that shit is flat, it's going to be addressed not just based on that, but the fact that that in itself is being hijacked by something that I quite honestly believe is not intended to share truth, right? I believe it's being hijacked. See, the devil is crafty, man. The devil, a good liar. I, I'm jumping around, but I like to watch that show, the first 48. Okay, I do. I love it. I didn't see all the episodes, but I love watching a lot of them, right? And one of the reasons I look at it and I watch it is I like to see who's lying. Well, I know sometimes when they don't fuzzy out the face, then that means that motherfucker telling the truth because they fuzzied his face out and they don't want him to be identified. He's kind of low key ratting, right? Snitching, low key. But there's another part of me that likes to see the mindset of a liar. And one thing I realize is that the liar lies in levels. They lie in levels. The good ones think of all aspects of the lie and they cover their lies on multiple levels, at least 3 levels deep. But if they say this, what I say, but if they say that, what do I say? But if they discover this, what do I say? Okay, I can run with that lie. That's what they do. I've watched it. I've seen it. I can understand it, but I see how it's happening. That's the tricks of the devil. That's how the devil lies. The devil lies in levels. Okay. So here's the truth. So the grandest lie, to me, the grandest lie right now because it encompasses everybody. There's another grand lie that just encompasses, you know, us. But the grandest lie is that, we're a whirling, twirling, spinning ball, which I step out here every fucking night, and I know goddamn well we ain't whirling and twirling, right? He is literally lying in such a way that he realizes, okay, eventually, these cats are going to realize that we're not whirling, twirling, and spinning. But I got a secondary lie that's going to keep them locked down on some shit. And that's the lie of religion. Sorry. Had to say it. Had to say it. Fuck it. Everybody's going one way. I'm going to go the next. I'm going to go the opposite way. That's just me. So I'm not religious at all. I shook that shit a long time ago. That shit was pushed on me from my 1,325 square foot home, which I drove by the other day and was like, oh, okay, let me go back to the chat and say what's up to my folks who's in the chat because there's a few of us. I see. He said they speak the truth. Get though. I love you, brother. Get though. Real talk. He said they speak the truth. Some of them. True. Damn, I wish I had. Wesley, what's up, man? He said, traditions of men void the word of God. Right. Collective flat earth. And then he says the movie industry, yeah, Hollywood. Hollywood is a motherfucker, boy. I'm in Hollywood. Ghetto said the devil means deceiver. Yeah. True. He said the only time I feel the earth move is in an earthquake. Real talk. And even that don't hit everybody, you know what I'm saying? But listen to what I'm saying. The devil lies in layers. He realizes a lie is going to be exposed, but there's a secondary layer that's going to keep it all together for him. And that secondary layer is religion. Religion. That's the secondary layer. I don't care. I do not care. I will say it. I'm ready to say it. I'm down to say it. I've studied it enough. I can say it. The secondary level for this walk, for me, it might not be for you, but for me, the secondary level is religion. Yeah. Because, okay, you say, oh, yeah. It's Earth. The Earth is flat with a dome. And I got a video of me watching a rocket hit the dome and travel forward and travel in the water. I got that video. It's probably one of my first videos I posted. You can go to it and see it if you want to. A rocket hitting the dome and traveling across this very same sky that, that we're looking at, okay? And they lied about that. Their secondary level is religion. I'm going to say it. Fuck it. I said it. Fuck it. It took me 64 minutes to get to my second subject, but I did. I said it. The secondary level is religion. They lying to us about it, y'all. They lying to us about it. They're making us all believe some shit that you learned in your 800 square foot home growing up. 1,325 square foot home growing up. For Wesley grew up in like a 3,200 square foot home. But for most of us, we all believe what we were taught in our little ass home. Fucking with you, Wes. Wes is one of them real brothers. He's my brother. Real talk. Oh, I'm looking. He said, Gitdo said, I'm actually his Hebrew. Yes, you are, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, one of my homeboys, A Reason to Stay Flat. If you guys, I always like to pub his shit. His name is Aaron. I love that cat. He's out there making, videos on a level of what they call it, activism, right? He hit me up. He don't mind if I say this. He might come on and talk shit about it. He hit me up. He's like, hey man, I don't know if you know this, man, but you need to look into this Hebrew Israelite stuff. I was like, word? I said, word? I said, my dude, man, I've been on that. He hit me in the middle of my hiatus to confirm what the fuck I was saying and looking at, right? And when you look at my brother, he has a beard like me. I have a beard, long ass beard. It's gray and everything, right? When you look at him, I'm like, I said to him, I said, I didn't tell him this. He'll hear this if he jump on. But I said, bro, real talk. When I started seeing your videos, when I see you delivering the message, I said, oh, here, Hebrew Israelite. He an Israelite. He is. Because the beard, right? The beard is a giveaway. Metaphysically, they didn't tell me this, but your hairs of your body, your head and your beard are the tentacles to the universe, the tentacles to the skies, the tentacles to the dome, the tentacles to God. God downloads it, information to you through your hair and your beard. Awaken narrative. Where'd you hear that? I don't know. Don't trust me. Look it up yourself. I wish I can tell you who my daddy was, and I wish I could point you to his shit. He's a deep ass motherfucker. He, thank goodness. But I know it for a fact. Don't trust me. Look at that shit yourself, okay? I said that before, and one of the dudes and the thing was like, "Yo, I'm a mixed race or whatever. I'm white. Does my?" I said, "Yeah, man. I think your shit do count, man. You gotta just look at your lineage." I don't know, man. I can't answer that. I'm serious, but I did it in love. That's the way I do it. Kinda low key sometimes. So get those. A Hebrew is a Israelite. Man, when I realized that shit, nigga, do you know how that freed me up? I realized the reason why I'm in such in such a deficit position. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's supposed to be like this. But right now is the awakening. Right now is the truth, period. Right now is 2020 vision. Right now, all the lies are being exposed. Dinosaur bones. Dinosaur bones. Dinosaur bones. Fuck it. There are no real dinosaur bones. You go to all the museums, you go to all that shit, that's all some fakery shit. All those bones is made in China. Fuck it. I never wanted to say that shit because it kind of falls in line with some other shit. But I looked at it enough to let you guys know the truth. There are no fossil fuel is a fossil lie. Come on, man. Think about it. Fossil fuel, that's what's that's where we get all this oil. Come on, man. It's a lie. It's a lie. Fuck it. I'll tell the truth. Fuck it. I didn't want to talk about that shit, but it's 2020. Fuck it. Right now, we ain't got a lot of time. Listen, we do not have motherfucking time to fucking around, bullshit around, pussyfooting around. We don't have time. I don't care. Fuck it. People can jump on this chat, ain't really with it. I do not care. Right now, we do not have motherfucking time to be bullshitting around. I'm talking to myself too. I'm talking to myself too. As I'm puffing on my cigar and having myself my hot tea. Hot tea. I told myself I was gonna jump online, connect with my folks. We on for 70 minutes and I'm down to go a little bit longer. I ain't tripping. Real talk. Giddo. I knew my nigga Giddo was down. What you mean you got? He said you got to do my research on that. Hey, I could live in that thing right there. See that little thing right there? I don't really want to give up my shit, but anyway, I could. I could. You guys think, oh, you lying? You can't live in that. Yeah, I could. Let me see what Ghetto said. Ghetto said, gotta do my homework on that. Yeah, yeah, do your homework on that. Wesley, what's up with that sheet 865? See, that's new to me. That's new to me. That's okay. I love it. We got brothers in the house tonight. Most of the time, it's a few sisters that's coming up here tonight. It's just brothers. I love that shit. We could talk about this, man. I wish I had Discord that you guys can just call in and we could hear someone else. I'll sustain the conversation because I don't mind talking right now. However, damn, I wish I could just say, yeah, let's let this nigga talk for a minute. That's gonna happen. I guarantee you. By the time I jump on live next time, listen. Okay, so anybody in the chat that wants to get down and we're gonna make this thing happen, make sure when you get off this chat that you go and you download Discord onto your phone or iPad or computer or whatever it might be. Download the Discord because you are going to be able to click in and we are going to have some real conversation. And there is going to be a point where I'm not going to just be showing my little view and so on and so forth. Once I get through this divorce and I can't have her use that shit against me, I want to jump on, man. I might just, have a whatever, man. I ain't tripping, you know? I'm not tripping. But I just can't do it right now because I got to get through this divorce, y'all. I got another court date coming up very, very soon. And this one's going to be, major. And then there's going to be another one, I'm sure. And then hopefully there's one more. And that's when it's going to be all good. Trust and believe. So as we're continue on the conversation, the other discussion I wanted to have was regarding space. 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 This one was great. Let me tell you something. Last night, I was here. I was here home because I don't like, I'm a little older cat, so I don't like to just go out there and shit just because. So I didn't go out last night. I was here. I was actually here. And it was late, so otherwise I would have jumped on. However, there was something that happened in the skies last night that I gotta talk to you guys about. As we talk about Hebrew cosmology, that's what we're on right now. However, I'm not gonna do it right now. Give me 3 minutes. Introduce yourselves, talk amongst yourselves. Let me just go use the restroom. You guys know me. I'm a smoke one cigar and then we can log off. But hang out with the nigga until this thing is done, and I might light something else because I usually do that too. Give me about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Talks amongst yourself. Wesley Graves can lead the conversation. That's my dude. He's woke. And I realized my dude Get Though is woke. He's woke too. I'll be back. It's your boy.
Lord, all these jewels that I spit, fools that get chipped. Can't change the game cause it's rules to this shit. When you follow suit, whole crews that get rich. I'm the proof, check the motherfucking views in this bitch. Yeah, as I cruise in my six, need 100K a show, that's my muse when I spit. I'm the type to make the news when I trip. Probably be my downfall, a short fuse on the crib. I'm working on my temper, put some jewels on my wrist. Cause I'd rather be that nigga on the cruise with my bitch. Boat dock, only food is a fish. On the coast of Greece, nigga, where the views is the shit. Follow me home, come and view the abyss. Take a walk with me, take your tubes just to take a piss. It ain't safe, tell a nigga get a grip. Hard-headed niggas gotta take a bag and take a shit. What if you let a nigga mark you out, you label as a bitch. Can't take a could probably take you for your chick. Disrespect you in front of your kids. Treat you like the broad that you is. I'm some God in my kid. I'ma have you gone with the wind. Stop the games where they start to begin. Lying nobody my friend. And nigga, it get dark in the den. Question is, homie, with the shorts, can you swim? Smell fake, smell pussy, smell fear. Killer instinct, we can tell what's the kids. Ain't a damn thing funny. You can see this cash in my room. Got me young until I'm dead. After that, I've been getting to the money. Ain't a damn thing funny. You can see the cash in
What up?
my room till I'm dead. After that,
What up? It's your boy. Hey, so before we go into the Hebrew cosmology as we did,
yeah.
what up? What up, Wes? What I wanted to just say real quick as it relates to my cat. Nap, 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 nips.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, here's what I want to say regarding that.
I mean, where should I
Hey, hold
really
on.
even start? I got that I'm keeping in the
Hey,
dark. I got my
hold up.
across the street living large. Thinking back to the fact that they dead, thought my raps wasn't facts till they sat with the bars. I got two phones, one need a charge. Yeah, they twins, I can tell they apart. I got big packs coming on the way. I got big stacks coming out to save. I got Lil Max with me, he the way. It's a big gap between us in the game. In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. When I die, put my money in the grave. When I die, put my money in the grave. I really gotta put a couple in a place. Really just lapped every in a race. I really might tap really on my face. Lil CC, let it slap with the bass. I used to save with a mask in a cave. Now I'm like, nah, love, I'm good, go away. Ain't about to die with no money out of day. I was on top when I in a lot. Still on top, like I'm scared of the drop. Still on top, when it's on swap. On swap, like the sauce in the watch. I don't wanna change cause I'm good where I'm at. Mom tied, so I'm always good where I'm at. Word to Junior, Jazzy, Baby J. Tell them when I die, put my money in a crack.
Couple figures, killer skull and collect. She then she on to the next. Really living large, she ain't all with a Mac. When you think it's small in the mall with a rat. Roll with us if you really wanna get it. Go get a $500,000 in the sprinter. Phone ringing, no big tipple. I got the hood, but there ain't really no limit. Dead burgers in you DNA. Biggest knowledge indicator with the look, just another snake case. Gold line, but chase game time to bounce. Gotta count on my allowance. Bitches, so I gotta rewrite it.
Yes, sir.
Dripping like I gotta
Yes, sir.
coming like coming
Hey, I don't be worrying about copyright strikes or none of that shit. Can you guys hear the music? Huh? Text me. Chat, 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 chat.
You could be on my account. My DM 6 figures in account. 9 figures was the goal till I hit the beat.
No,
They ain't living so very
that's right. So here's how I know. Here's how I know. Because I need to keep the shit real with my cats that's really on that shit that lies, right? Like, here's how I know that nigga Nip ain't dead. Well, he is, but you know, the nigga that played him ain't. Um, Cause the game, the game didn't get the memo. The game didn't get the memo. Look, I can roll. Look, I can roll. I can roll in that. Look. I guarantee I can live in that right there. See that little motherfucker right there? Here's how I know. Listen, there's my boy Jim. What's up, Jim? Listen, Jim. This was another subject. Jump on if you can. But listen, the game didn't get the memo. That nigga, when he heard it, he was like, "What?" Right? That nigga turned in. He was about to bang. Right? Smoke, 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 Jimmy. Hey, listen, he's about to bang, right? And then somebody called him and was like, yo, 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 chill, 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 chill. It's all good. They said, look, that nigga ain't dead, nigga. He's just, they got that Illuminati shit. Yeah, nigga, you in that shit, nigga. You gotta understand, yeah. They got that new Illuminati shit. So yeah, don't trip. And guess what? He stopped. And Snoop did his 666 thing. And everyone else jumped on shit and all that shit, right? But ain't nobody saying nothing now. Nigga, please. Nigga, please. Every time I get a chance, I remember one of the close homies that's been down. Every single time. I'm like, I'ma holler it out. I'm gonna be like, yeah, and to my nigga that's rest in peace. Whoop, 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 whoop. These niggas never do that shit. That's how I know they lying. Fuck it. That's the hood in me that knows that shit. I'm not no dummy. Okay? That's just the truth. If you can't hear that and understand that, then whatever. That's on you. That's on you. Game didn't get the memo though. He the one I'm watching. I'm watching him like, oh, that nigga really was hurt. And then he realized, oh, it ain't nothing to be hurt. He's just silenced up. Shh. But what he did though, like a real nigga, was like, oh nigga, I ain't really down with all that bullshit. Y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, but you is. You don't realize you is. That's that Hollywood shit, nigga. You is. And he was like, he didn't tell me this, but he was like, fuck it. Y'all do whatever the fuck you need to do. I'm not really down. I'm not gonna go up there and start doing this, that, and the other. There's a few niggas that had to. A few niggas that had to. Hold on.
Talk much lately. Me and Ace fell out. Me and Mustard fell out. Me and you fell out because it was some shit you tell me about. But I ain't even tripping because I get the bigger picture. And Big Buddha, that's my. See, you might tell the gone. Chicago gone. Buddha 3 call, I answer my phone. Hot and skinny jeans. Be the realest from the team. It's how them old holler behind the scenes. Hey, baby, Buddha, my true top true bar. Homies don't know you because they ain't sitting nothing to y'all. But in real time, out here be too tough. Gotta stay dangerous. Gotta keep too tough. Hopping out with too tough. Doing too much. Don't get too. Living like I can't lose much. Blow, hit the bottle. Now, go, spread the money down. Cause what goes around, come around. Nunchucks, blow. Once a K, blow it twice. Use a dump. I done took homies off the block. Homies, I done stayed from getting pop. Look at Slim, he ain't got it still. I told him, figure out this rap. Then you buy the block, look it's like 800, looking like money. I tell him, say that, don't spend that all on the dead. Hey, Buddha, well, you know what it broke. You got some in the making, it's bringing so
What up? What up? All right. Yeah. Mason B. What's up, baby? Hey, I'm gonna keep it real, Mason B. You feel me? Mason B is one of my brothers. Let me jump on. Let me say what's up to the folks that's jumped on. Again, Mason B, flat as fuck. Jimmy said I'm gonna put some kush in the air. Do that. And NASA's a line. Oh, did you guys see the last one? Did you guys see the SpaceX one? The SpaceX ones that I'm gonna post it, where they just recently, like about 2 or 3 days, maybe a week or two ago, fired a rocket into space, and on the burners was some fucking rats running on the fucking burners. Now listen, fuck it, I'm gonna talk about that one for a second. If you ain't seen it, I'll show it to you. What's up, Jade Bridges? Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you all the truth. So if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna show it to you. They show. Ooh, that's my shit right there. Hey, listen. So here's the thing that damn. I want to talk to you about the SpaceX launch in 2 seconds. You guys jump on the chat, talks amongst yourself, and we're gonna talk about rats. I smell a rat. Mason B said, "I seen the rat." We're gonna talk about rats. I smell a rat. What I see last? Oh yeah, thank you, my nigga. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, keep me on track, man. Listen, hold on. Kiddo said, "What did you see last night?" Yeah, yeah. Let me get on that. Give me a second. Look, man, y'all just kick back, relax. Let's talk about some real shit. I'm down to hang out for a minute. I ain't got nothing going on. And if you do, then that's good for you. Go do it. But then otherwise, hang on and talk on a real ass chat with a real ass brother. Give me a second though. Damn, good looking out. Get though. Good looking. Oh, damn. I want to tell you guys about what I saw last night. Hold on a second.
And word to these hot ass lyrics and dope beats that I hit you with, that I hit you with as I groove in my full own teams. Hit
The switches.
while I get my proper swerve on, bumping like a motherfucker, ready to get my serve on. But before I hit the dope spot, gotta get the quantity. The Remy Martin in my soda pop. Now I'm smelling like
Indonesia.
Bus stop full of fly bitches and skeezers. On my dick, cause my flow won't hit.
I smell a rat. We're gonna talk about that. But I want to talk about some metaphysical shit that I saw last night. It presented himself to me, and it was amazing. I literally had to just bow down to the Most High and say thank you. Real talk. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that. We're going to talk about it next. At this moment, I just want to have a little bit more of my little hot tea because my voice is a little bit, coarse. And my voice is a little bit hoarse and coarse. It needs lubrication. Oh man, I love this shit. Listen, we got 8 to 10 or 11 in the room right now. I like jumping on chats. I wish I wish I had I wish I jumped on some chats that was intimate like this one. This one's intimate. I love that shit. Good looking, Jimmy. Jimmy's my man. Jimbo, that's for you, homeboy. That's for you, Jimmy. Amazing. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, we're going to take a second for this small ass chronic break. Then we're going to talk about some more shit. Okay? So, it's okay. Listen, I'm telling you, there's a reason why this shit is legal and it's free. It's because it lets you open your mind and speak freely. Real talk. So I'm gonna do my thing real quick, and then we're gonna jump right back on this chat. I'm gonna tell you about what I saw last night. That was crazy. Give me a second.
Young black, trapped and he can't change it. No, he's genius, he just can't claim it. Cause they left him no platforms to explain it. He frustrated, so he get faded. But deep down inside, he know you can't fade him. How long should I stay dedicated? How long till opportunity need preparation? I need some real reparations. Or I run up in your bag just for recreation. Dedication, hard work, less patience. Some more my sacrifice, I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting, talking you that I wasn't playing. Now you hear what I've been saying.
Dedication. Hey,
Dedication.
dedication. It is your boy. And we're gonna talk about something that happened last night. You give it a minute. Let it all marinate. If you fired it up, give it up. If you didn't, that's cool. Ain't no judgment. Ain't no judgment. Don't judge me. I ain't gonna judge you. I do not judge. I cannot judge the evolution of others. I realized that about 2 or 3 years ago. I can't. If I went about my life trying to judge the evolution of others, then I'm a fool. Everybody gonna fit into my 1325 square foot home. Period. That I grew up in. Started off at 900 square feet, then they added some shit. But yeah, endo. See, the indica gets your mind flowing. Sativa gets your body flowing. I don't care. I don't care. See, my chat is way different than the most. The reason being is because it's like-minded folks. There's a reason why there's 11 of us up in here talking about some real shit. Feel me? So here we go. Here we go. Let's talk about what happened last night. Let's talk about what happened last night. So last night was New Year's Eve. Let me turn this music down. Let me turn this music down. Hold on. My production is not smooth. Hold on. James, what's going on with you, James? That's my dude right there. James. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. You guys know my channel is based on one phone and one mic and one video camera and a little Bluetooth box. I got a bomb stereo, but I don't play that for this shit because it's overkill. Um, but let's talk about what happened last night. Okay? Now, all night we've been talking about cosmology. We have. All night. My boy, I'm gonna call him my boy now because I feel him now. I feel him. He's a Hebrew Israelite, and so I feel him. Get though. He said, "Man, what's the purpose?" It all lays out, brother. That's what I'm telling you. Listen, here's the purpose. Here's a purpose. One of the purposes. I think this is the men's chat tonight. I love that shit. It's about us. It's us men's tonight. Nothing but men's in the room. So, as we talk about cosmology, right? And I don't mind giving pub to channels that influence me. And there's so many of them that, I do it often enough. But one that influences me, my sharpening, is Martin Kinney. If you haven't looked at his stuff, it might be too deep for some others. It may not be, real good, but for others. But let me tell you about, the fact that I do listen to Martin Kinney. Now, one of my cross references, guys, this is a men's conversation. Fuck it. I just claimed it. That's all I see in the chat. That's all I see is dudes, so we can talk. Dog, listen, y'all my dudes. We can talk. One of the things that I do is I will cross-reference the things that I investigate, the things that I research, right? I will cross reference it with biblical context, not from the position of a religion, not from the position of names. I don't care about names, right? Not from the position of beliefs. I believe, but from the position of the essence of the words. I'm able to dissect words. Words have meanings. I have people, I know that there's channels that I present, I listen to, they say, yeah, words got meanings. Yeah, words have real ass meanings. Real ass meanings. Like hello means hell below. I don't use hello no more. I'll say greetings, right? Or, oh man, words have meanings. Fuck it, I don't want to go through that. So, what I do is because I'm just a man, I'm just a dude that's just trying to, you know, understand truth, right? I use biblical scripture to, to, you know, kind of cross reference. I do all the time, and I forget it's complex. I'm a very complex dude. Not only do I form in biblical scripture, I understand that there's a context of what I've learned in my 1,325 square foot home as a child growing up that may not fit within everything that I'm deciding or discovering or learning. And so I make sure that I keep that in the framework of what my knowledge pursuit is. So therefore what I'm saying is I do not let the 1,325 square foot home that I was, raised in direct the things that I'm supposed to take in, absorb, or not. Is that good? That makes sense? Okay. So that said, I do know that the word, as it relates to the Bible, and in particular, I know this now. I can say, in particular, the Old Testament, the Book of Remembrance. I've done enough research to understand that the Old Testament is the true. And forgive me for anyone else that doesn't believe this, but the New Testament is man-made, in a sense. I can't prove it. It's a belief. I'll be happy to share with you that that is a belief, but it's based on some substance and some research. So that said, one of the things that the word says, and we'll agree on this, one of the things I think, well, one of the things that the word said is that the stars are for signs, seasons, and wonders. Signs, seasons, and wonders. Okay? So, with me understanding that, and with my, intellectual ability to, dissect, discern, you know, interpret, look at the Hebrew meanings of, I put a lot of time into that shit. With my ability to do that, I realize that there is no confusion with regard to what that scripture says. In fact, if I'm smart enough, which I am, I can look at the circular patterns of the stars. And unfortunately, we have city lights and we have really a limited scope, a limited ability to look at the circular revolution and stories of the stars. I'm talking about cosmology, okay? Talking about cosmology. There are people prior to the busyness of life, prior to the fact that you had to go work 45, 50 hours and then come home and labor over raising your children and, loving your wife. Aside from that, there are people that were not engaged in those things that had solely one objective in mind, and that is to dissect the signs, seasons, and wonders of the stars. Too deep. Too deep. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep saying it. Too deep. But I'm gonna say it because if you grew up in a home like I did, 1,325 square feet, they would say to me, ah man, nah man, you can't look at cosmology like that. That's all some old bullshit. That's what they would say to me. That's it. Just- Fuck it. If we was honest, there's folks in this same room that probably got the same, banter from their family. Like, disregard that. You can't look at astrology. No, I understand. Astrology is one separate, different meaning than cosmology. Okay? But if astrology can be somewhat accurate, which I'm going to raise my hand and say that when you look at the sign that I am, I'm a Virgo. And I look at the characteristic of a Virgo, and some of these, characteristics are more in depth than others. When I look at them, I'm like, fuck, they nailed me. They hit it right on the head. Literally, that's like truly all the characteristics for me. How many of us agree? How many of us have looked at your astrological sign and said, shit, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. That shit's pretty close to who I am. Now, if they can fine tune that, which they, quote unquote, have, we have not, you and I have not lived on this earth long enough to catalog that shit. There is some ancient knowledge that's being passed on from generation to generation. You and I have not been given that knowledge. That was disconnected from us at birth, but more importantly, strategically, way before that. Way before that. So, that said, what I'm talking to you now is going to resonate or it's not. I could give a fuck. This is not for the folks that do not want it to resonate within their understanding. I can tell you this though. You can't deny it that if you looked at your astrological sign and the characteristics of it, a great majority of it, 60 or more, sometimes 80, as in my case, sometimes 90, as in my case, is 100% accurate. It is. Maybe it's not, okay? Now, cosmology, to me, based on my studies, is the study of the move. ooh, wee. A study, the movement of the stars, okay? And it says that they look at the alignments, they look at the atmosphere, they look at the energies, the vibrations of folks in accordance with those alignments. There is a level of cosmology that is like shit. Shit. I mean, there was a deeper level. And I saw the chat from my boy. He said, "Get though." He said, "Man, I never looked into. I didn't either, dude. Listen, man, I did not either. I could not care. I could give a fuck. I could give a fuck. The only thing that made me realize that maybe there's some significance to this. Listen to me. Listen now. The only thing that made me realize that there's some significance to this is the fact that there is no outer space. I'm talking. Listen to me. Listen, I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm saying do your research, but there is no outer space. It's not by happenstance. The stars are not in the position. The moon's not right there, and all this shit is not going on. I'm gonna get to the point of what I saw last night. Hold on. It's not by happenstance. Okay? How do I know it's not by happenstance? I know that it's not by happenstance because It's not an infinite vacuum of space that I'm traveling through where everything is random. That's a lie. That's the first thing to get you off the scent. If you believe that, you will never, ever know the truth of who we are. That's the first thing. When you say, okay, okay, I can get with that, let me just, what's beyond that? What's beyond that is that there are ancients. There are people that have studied this cosmology for a huge and very long time and passed on their teachings and learnings to the next group and the next group generations. Listen, black man, black woman, and also Westerners, let me tell you that you've been cut off from your generational knowledge. Westerners, you too have been cut off from your generational knowledge. Get dope. Get dope. Get dope. You know what? I ain't fucking with you, man. Let the you know what? I'm, I'm tired of fucking with get dope. I wish I had a mod. I wish I had mods. I'd be like, oh man, tell get dope to let me get my shit going. Mm, exactly. Thank you, James. James said it. He said it. Because I guarantee you, everyone in this chat don't realize it, but they got a little bit of that in them. Okay? But listen to me. Listen to me. Listen. Listen, listen, listen. So, with that said, they're hiding significant stuff they don't want us to know by so many various ways. We talked about it earlier. The devil is a liar. He is good at lying. He lies in layers. He puts things in front of us that we think are true, and then he says, "What the fuck?" and pulls it away because he knows he got a secondary layer that you've already bought into. So even if you believe this, I don't care. I'm not tripping on you, man. Because you already, even if you discover that this is a lie, your secondary layer is gonna, my secondary layer is gonna cover your secondary thought pattern. Okay. Okay. So here's what I saw last night. Here's what I saw last night. Then we're gonna get on to the next subject. Last night was the 4th of July. No. I'm sorry. It felt like the 4th of July. Um, Down here is Queen Mary, and you know, over there is, you know, this and that, and there were so many fucking fireworks lighting off last night. I know they came from Mexico, TJ. There were so many fireworks, but the Queen Mary show. And listen, last night, the Most High God was extra special because He gave me a clear ass night. He gave me a clear ass night. When I say clear, clear as fuck, clear as fuck. The fireworks, I felt like I could touch, right? They were bright. Everything was clear. Fuck it. I'm not gonna go through a descriptive. This is not for that. I can tell you that everything was clear. So he's firing off fireworks. Everyone in the hood, plus the Queen Mary. And I'm watching the fireworks, and I'm like, damn, at 9 o'clock, right? Because 9 o'clock is 12 o'clock somewhere else, and so they are firing them off. I'm like, whoa, that shit's dope. They don't do it like that even on the 4th of July, right? So I'm watching it, and it's clear, right? And so after, listen close, real quick. I'm gonna just put it out there. After the fireworks show, it was so clear that you could see the remnant of smoke from the fireworks, right? Just kind of hovering over, like this is not clear tonight. See those far distant lights? they were bright enough. They were so bright and clear that you could. It was not like tonight. Tonight is not clear. Last night, however, was, and it was for me, to me, to me. I'm selfish with regard to hearing from the Most High. I'm really selfish as it relates to hearing from the Most High. Right? It was clear AF. I love AF. So I'm watching that show. I'm admiring it. I'm appreciating it. And then all of a sudden, it stops after a long period of time, and there's a smoke cloud that's literally hovering above the point at which they were firing them off. And the smoke cloud, it sat there, right? First, it was just, it had no form or shape. It literally was just lit as a cloud. Like I said, tonight is not clear versus last night. And so it was literally lit as a cloud. And I was like, damn, that's a trip. I've seen shit like that. I saw it most recently, I guess, when I saw that SpaceX launch and they penetrated the dome, and I caught that on video. That's on which I made my first video I uploaded, and you can go back to my list of videos and find that. But it looked similar to that. And it made that recollection in my mind. Listen to me. This is my process, right? This is how I can hear from God. Most folks ask me all the time, yo, how do you hear from God? How do you hear from Most High? You got to be really in tune with what he's saying. And he sends you things. For me, he might send it to you in a dream. He might send it to you in another person's conversation. He might send it to you by way of the TV commercial. He might send it to you by way of the song. I don't know how he sends it to you. However, he sends it to me by way of my eyes, by what I see. Secondarily, what I hear. Thirdly, by what I feel, and so on and so forth. When I saw that, I was like, huh, that's a trip. It reminded me of what I saw when there was a penetration of the dome. I captured it. It's on my first video, right? Go back and see it one time. After focusing on that, I said, let me look up at the sky. I'm gonna show you guys where I looked. There's the moon. There's the moon. That's not what I was looking at. Everything was right here. Everything was right here. And when I say everything was right here, I mean literally it was so bright and so clear. I could see, quote unquote, the Big Dipper. I could see Little Dipper. I could see this. I could see that. I could see everything that I'm supposed to see in LA in the night sky. I mean, if I was in the desert, or if I was halfway to Vegas and wanted to step outside and appreciate, where I was, right? I could see it clearly. And I looked at it, not just right then, but for the purpose of 2020, I looked at it differently because there's something that's going to happen in 2020. More importantly, there's going to be an acknowledgement and understanding that we are not on a whirling and twirling spinning ball. Number one. Number two, there's going to be an understanding because of that we're underneath a firmament. That's what the word says. I'm gonna call it what it is. It's a firmament. And when I understood that fully, like you don't understand it deeply until you really consider what does that mean. It means no space and all that shit. Like the rats, I smell rats. All that shit tells you the truth. There's no fucking space. This is a fucking lie. They're lying to you. Okay, listen to me. This is a men's conversation right now. So when I looked up and I saw all the stars, everything was just bright as fuck, right? And I was like, God, wow. I realized because I had listened to some, real in-depth videos, cross-reference it with what the word says, and that the stars are up there for signs, seasons, and wonders. When I saw that shit and I looked at the glory of what was happening, I'm like, fuck. That shit is real. Like, why are they? Damn, they're withholding some real shit from us right now. Like they really are not telling us the truth about some real ass fucking shit, like the fucking dome, and the fact that there's nothing else beyond us, and the fact that this is an enclosed system. Man, they're withholding some real shit, right? Damn, man, my battery is dying. Fuck it, I don't care. Figure it out. And I realized, I said, wow, these things are for signs, seasons, and wonders, right? Again, this is how God talk to me, Most High, right? I got to be honest with you. I probably looked at the constellations, the stars, the cosmology. I looked at it for like, I watched it for like 10 minutes. Glasses on, glasses off, fucking binoculars. I said, I stood, I sat, I said, fuck it, let me get a better angle. I didn't lay down, but I could have. But if I was in a different position, I probably would have laid down. But nonetheless, I got to see it in a whole different way. I hope this resonates. This is men talk. So I'm looking at that shit, and after looking at that for like like I said, 5 to 10 minutes, it was clear, and I'm seeing some folks lighting up some hood fireworks, and I decided I'm looking, and I happened to look back towards where the Queen Mary was, and that cloud wasn't a cloud anymore, although it was, but it took the shape of the Borealis. Now, maybe this is much. Maybe this is much. I don't care. My battery's about to die. I'm about to end this live stream. I appreciate the folks that jumped on, and real talk, I appreciate you. And I hope you can tolerate my what you might consider as ignorance, but I'm telling you that there's a purpose for what I saw and what happened here. And so I'm looking at this sky, and I'm seeing this cloud, and it takes the formation of Borealis. And I'm like, wow. And it traveled from west to east. Not that that's significant. Maybe it could be. I'm not going to try to twist it into something, but I saw it. I was like, oh wow, look at those clouds. I imagine that's what Borealis looks like at quote unquote the North Pole. Now, if you know about the North Pole fully, you know that it's not what they described. It's polar opposite, obviously, quote unquote, of the South Pole. If you looked into and researched the North Pole, you would find out some pretty important details, okay, as it relates to what is physically happening at the North Pole. I would encourage my brothers to investigate that if you haven't already. Okay, this 2020. It's time to really talk about some real shit, and it's time to really dig deeper than that box that you've been indoctrinated into being in. And listen, if it don't fit, kick it out. Like, okay, whatever. But knowledge is truth and power, and so to be able to go in and look at it with different eyes, man, fresh eyes. I'm telling you this. So look into what the North Pole really represented, and even the old maps that describe additional land in that area, the four rivers that flowed from there, maybe even the Tree of Life, the Garden of Eden, and all of these things that supposedly started from the North Pole. I don't know how true it is. You and I will never know how true it is because we're not allowed to go there. Okay. But if you look at it, there's a place that you're able to see from parts of Greenland and also parts of Alaska. It's Aurora Borealis, and it is an energy field that comes from that region. Okay, and I'm gonna eliminate this video after this because this is not supposed to be intended for the masses. Okay, but there is this that comes from that region, and it's suggested that that's a place there for us to know. Okay. Now, obviously, they have done everything they can to keep that from us, and it's cool. They can keep that from us. Whatever, man. I'm not tripping. I can't go beyond that. I can share what I know right now, or what I think I know right now, my knowledge right now, and you guys can do your own research. However, I can say this: as it relates to what the cosmology, as it relates to the research that has been done by folks that have the ability and time, and intellect, and the spiritual mindset to do so. Um, they're and I did post a couple of videos on the community page. There potentially potentially can be an event that occurs later in this year that is going to change the shape of, no pun intended, the shape of our lives and where we live and what's really going on right now. And only those with an elevated mindset, and this is open to the public. There's going to be Illuminati folks that are in here that know this. There's going to be Mason folks of a higher degree that kind of know this shit. I'm not one of those. I've never been one of those. Never cared to be. But I've done enough research. I have enough spiritual insight. I'm intelligent enough, and I have a mindset to seek the truth. Where I'm gonna tell you the truth. There is this thing that's going on that we have to be aware of, and it's up to the individual. Everyone's gonna know something different. Everyone's gonna learn something different for their own lives. Real talk. But it's up to the individual. If you want to look into it deeper, you're gonna find shit that they're presenting to us and allowing me, you, to learn on a surface level that doesn't even scratch the surface of who we are, what we're created and to be, and our purpose here. So, with that said, this is your boy. It is 2020. I do appreciate hanging out with you guys tonight. Um, my battery is about to die, or else we could do this another 2 fucking hours. I am not lying. But we did jump on for fucking 2 hours, y'all. 2 hours, man. James, I feel you. James, man, you know me, man. You know me. You know me, bro. I like to rely on my niggas to do their thing, man, to learn that they shit themselves, man. But I vet. I do not jump on live. I do not talk shit unless me. I vet it. I look into it. I research it. There's a point where niggas say, "Oh man, you crazy," and they jump off the boat. Cool, go right ahead. Go right ahead. I'm not trying to survive. I am not. First, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm not trying to survive, and I'm on this conscious level. I'm not trying to survive in this vibrational frequency. I'm trying to survive in a love frequency. So my whole frequency of my channel is about to change 2020. Okay, I don't know if you hear it even in our conversation. This is men talk, y'all. Okay, real talk. And there's cats here that ain't even saying who they are. I don't care. I do not care. I will speak truth. It's going to be limited. I don't care. It's going to be a small group. I don't care. It's not about that. This is really about just motherfuckers really learning who they are. And we're all the same. We God's people. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't, then you already know. You X'd out, or you bounced out, or you thumbs down, or whatever the fuck you did. You did all that shit. This is for some real cats. So it's your boy, man. Love y'all. Shouts out to my Jim Lotus is in the house. And anyone else that gotta, give a shout out, I'ma say it. Get dope. Appreciate you, brother. And man, let's keep this thing going. I'm gonna jump on again. Let me see what he said. James, I love James, man. James is like, he said, man, we have to vibrate on a higher frequency because they want to, yeah. They want to keep us as low vibrational beings. Low vibrational beings. He said, what verse is that? It says, this is get though. He said, man, I don't got my Bible. It's right there, but I'm not gonna go pull it up. But just Google it with regard to the stars being for signs, seasons, and wonders. They ignore that shit because they don't. Fuck it, I'm gonna go until the battery dies. But then that's why, because I don't care if it posts. I don't want it to post. Listen, They don't want us to know that shit because look, here's the truth. That's why they dismiss it. They're like, oh, astrological. No, it's cosmology. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So your 1,325 square foot house tells you, man, dismiss that, dismiss. That's of the devil. That's of the devil. How many times have you heard that? Come on now, be real with me. How many times have you heard that? You heard that shit a lot. That's how they do it, right? And so, anyways, they indoctrinated us to dismiss that shit. Real talk. We overlook that fact that the Bible says that the stars, the stars, the moon, sun, and stars are there for signs, seasons, and wonders. Google that. Now, why would the Most High put that on our plate if it was not significant, except we ignore it? Because it's astrology, not cosmology. Feel me? So just Google that and it'll point to your verses, and then you can look at the sub verses, and then you can, break it down into Hebrew, and then you can dissect what it really means. And it doesn't mean shit, but what it says. It ain't no allegories with that shit. That is what it is. Okay, is that cool? Love y'all, man. All seven of you. Hey, you know what? I could care. I listen. I don't know if you guys know this or not. I could care less. I do not want 20 motherfuckers in the chat. When I jump on the chat and there's 20 motherfuckers, my shit may not even be looked at, read, or put into the vibrational universe. Everything that's said here and put forth is put into a situation where we are literally going to change the mindset of your sphere of influence, no pun intended, right now. So, battery's dying. Should I let this one stick? Should I let this one stick? Was we just talking about too much bullshit, or can we say there's enough meat to let this one stick? That's a question. James, blessing, brother. Man, I'm gonna hit you with some more shit because I got something for you, but I feel you. This is a nigga that really wants to know more. I got something for you, man. I got something for you. But look up Hebrew cosmology. Right now, I'm lighting up my cigar because I'm not gonna let this one just ride for a minute. Maybe we can talk amongst chats and we can do a chat and response. Anybody out there have any comments, questions? Want to call me a dumbass? Anybody? I'm good with it. Got you, get dog. Bro, I'm not at the point where I'm calling myself a Hebrew Israelite yet. I got an opinion on that, James. What I think is taking place. Okay, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Nah, I can't. Hey man, listen, my battery's about to die. I'm about to try to open up and get into a whole different discussion, and it's not gonna happen. So we're gonna do this again tomorrow night, the next night. Tomorrow night. We'll do it again tomorrow night, man. You guys jumped on for an hour and a half. I mean, an hour and shit. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's your boy. Real talk. I love y'all. Peace.